Yoski. Last stream today. You know, we had to come clean today. Let me connect my phone. I know I look way better without glasses, but I have to wear them. I have contacts, but like, I just can't put them on because I'm a loser. It's like clean, the cut clean today. Look, the cut clean today. We gotta show the cut, you know. Some light. You feel me? Some light. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let me connect my phone. Take my glasses off. I can't see though, but my eyes become super small because when I wear glasses they're super wide, but it takes like maybe 5 minutes for me to adjust and then it's cool. This is how I'd normally like to look, but I can't. I don't have that luxury. How long is my flight? Like 11 hours. $11 hours is kind of crazy, but it is what it is. I like the flight though. 11 hours of editing, real talk. I bought one of these this time though. Alright. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You chilling. Right. I'm chilling. Serious bull. When am I flying? Bro, I'm not gonna give the specific time, but just know I'm flying. Am I flying business or regular class? What do you think I am? You think I make 5 M's a week? You think I'm a baller? What do you think this is? Didn't you say in your chat that you was so broke you couldn't? Alex, you must have not been here for like 4 months or something. I'm flying in Michelle's private jet, bro. That's how I'm getting there. Michelle's private jet. His Qatari pilot is gonna pick me up straight from my house, not even the airport, straight from my house. It's gonna park right outside the house, the plane, and it's gonna take me there, bro. Calm. You just don't pay attention to every stream because of school. It's still an insane question. But I'm not even gonna explain why. Just gonna have to eat that one. Future buffs when? I'm actually anticipating a lot of future buffs. DB Android, how's my day? Bro, all I've done is record videos, go barbers, and sleep. That's all I've done. That's literally all I've done. And I have a couple more to record too. So I probably won't sleep for a while. I haven't actually had a lot of sleep myself. Well, I have until today. My stamp got chopped. How am I feeling? I'm fine. If I wasn't well, I wouldn't have streamed. Abid Q, what's good, bro? Jeff, what's good, bro? Yeah, Shadu, I missed the stamp because of maintenance. Because the whole day I was sleeping because I wasn't well. So I was trying to recover as fast as possible. I didn't open the game. I could have, but I didn't. Because, like, why am I opening Legends when I'm trying to, like, recover? It's the last thing on my mind. Rem, you got sick as well. Feels bad, man. Hopefully you recover fast, but I've got reverse curse technique, so I recovered quick. All this stuff to do, bro. I was gonna use UVB, but that's long. You think it's COVID? Have you had, if you had COVID before, then you'd probably know. You had a dream that the limit break banner returned, you're cooked. I don't think if I got hit with COVID, I would be good in 2 days. It was probably just flu. Apparently this is mad long. Is it difficult, this event? If you're tuned into the Discord and you follow the channel, you'll know when I'm in LA. You'll know. Just stay locked in. Okay, this is not hard. Why did I just melt it? The thing is, the most hyped thing from the battle hour is going to be Sparking Zero. And they're revealing the Sparking Zero stuff even if you're not there in LA, so you don't need to worry. The diamond stuff, I don't know. But they'll probably post it directly after. I don't know what's going to be the most hyped thing between Daima and Sparking Zero. What do you guys think? Do you think Sparking Zero is more hype, or do you think Daima is more hype? I mean, I'm talking generally, not like in your opinion. Mervan, I don't think it's that simple. A Dragon Ball series is actually very, very big versus a game. Do you think every single Dragon Ball fan plays Dragon Ball games? But Dragon Ball fans want to see something, so I don't think it's that simple. But we haven't had like something like of the Budokai BT, the BT series in a while, so you know. Also, it's a series, so it might just get pushed more. You can't think of it surface level, man. Am I gonna stream regular 2 hours today? I can. I most likely will. Dragon with the 1 year. That's actually quite wild. Appreciate the member, bro. I might want to change my team to the bonus characters to get more medals. Are the medals that valuable? I'm kind of just trying to get them done. I'm assuming there's an exchange shop. I see. Alright, hold on. So Tarias, yeah, I have, but I don't watch scary movies or like any movies like that, because why am I watching something sick like that? You know? And that boy is a cheater the way he run. 15 months is crazy. Appreciate you, H1. Story mode's the best source for CC. The best. Top one. I don't know who has the longest. I don't see the appeal in the scary movies. Although I don't watch many, or like I'd purposely avoid them in most cases. A lot of scary movies have like very copy and paste traits. Either that, or they really try to get you with the gore element or the uncomfortability element. And if it's making me uncomfortable that they want, they can have that. But I think if that's like your thing, it's kind of weird, man. These are getting harder as I keep going. I've almost finished my Death Note rewatch. Very random, I know, but I said I was gonna rewatch it, and now that I'm almost done, it's interesting. It was obviously worth the rewatch. I think I got like 5 episodes left. No, like 7 actually. I'm lying. Anime recommendations? No. It depends on what you haven't seen, to be honest, but I just say watch what's out, like Solo Leveling. JJK season 3 just came out. Vinland Saga season 2 came out last year, you know? Some decent watches. Do I have a new perspective on the show now that I've watched it again? Yeah, I do. My opinion on Light Yagami has shifted quite a bit. He's not as amazing as I originally saw out when I first watched him when I was in year 8. So when I was, what, 14, when I first watched Death Note when I was 14, watching it now that I'm like 20, 23, he's not as amazing as I first saw out, but he's like, when I say that, he's still like top 3 manipulators, but I had him undisputed top 1. I need to watch Code Geass afterwards, so I don't know if Lelouch is better, because Lelouch, when I first watched Code Geass at what, 18 or 17, I wasn't impressed. So I don't know if I'll be impressed by Lelouch now, but I need to watch to see. But like, what I will say is, in my opinion, that there's a feat that Light Yagami displayed that is the best feat of manipulation ever in anime. Like, it's an untouchable feat. But even though he has that feat, in my eyes, he isn't the best manipulator. He just did something that was super insane. That's how I look at it. Oh. Did I get first? What did he do? It's a major spoiler, but like, it's calm. Like, Death Note's been out for years. So what he did was, he was stuck in a situation with the Death Note where L was very close onto him and was suspecting him. So, and he had to save Misa, otherwise they would basically suspect her or have her under surveillance for the rest of her life type thing, because of something that she did which caught up to their situation. So what Light had to do was forfeit ownership of the Death Note. What happens is, if you forfeit the ownership of the Death Note, you lose your memory. And with forfeiting ownership of the Death Note, he was able to feign ignorance because he doesn't have memory of it. Every memory that you had of the Death Note or correlating to the Death Note, you lose it. And while he had no memory, he planned out a whole elaborate plan, trusting himself with no memory to act in a certain way and retrieve the Death Note by a couple episodes. So in the series, it was about a month's time. No, it was about 2 or 3 months, I think. But in episodes, it's a 10 episode span, I think, or like 8 episode span of him having no memory of the Death Note and L suspecting him, while Light Yagami is also leading the investigation with L. So they're trying to find Kira, who's Light, but Light has no memory of it because he planned to lose his memory on purpose so that he could basically find the Death Note, the person who he didn't choose. He chose Misa Shinigami chose the owner of the Death Note while he forfeited the ownership. He said pick somebody that has serious greed and that will use it for their own benefit, so that basically they could find the person who's using it in the long run. But he done that while having no memory of it. And then when they obviously found the person using the Death Note, he touched it and then he got it back. So all his memories came back and his suspicion was dropped because he helped L find the Death Note, and there was a lot that went along. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. But like, no anime characters doing that. Like, how do you trust yourself so much as a manipulator to act in a certain way when you have no memory of the Death Note? He had none, 0. And he knew his IQ was that high that he'd be able to follow through this elaborate plan. Even though it's a major risk, he still followed through and got back ownership of it. It's insane. He's insane, bro. He's actually insane. This is kind of a hindrance, don't you think? Yeah, he stayed in prison for 30 days so that they can drop suspicion of him. But that wasn't enough because L wasn't letting it go. That wasn't enough. L wasn't letting it go. L was onto him. L was onto Light, bro. He wasn't letting that go. He wasn't letting it go. So what? I'm gonna have to do this 7 times. It was 50 days, over 50 days that Light was in prison, as well as Misa. Over 50 days they stayed in prison under 24-hour surveillance so that they could basically absolve themselves of guilt, or no, not guilt, but suspicion of being a user of the Death Note. How long is this event here? Al is too smart, but they shagged him. They didn't shag him. L isn't as amazing as he appears as well. Although he's like miles above every viewer in existence, right? L is very much a sore loser. Even though he has no evidence, he was pulling strings and forcing people to assume that Light is guilty, even though he had no evidence. The whole time. So like Light would be absolved of guilt, right? Of suspicion, sorry. And then L would make up some sort of theory that makes it so that Light is the guilty one. So it became a thing where L wasn't really trying to find who Kira is. He was more so 100% sure in his heart that it was Light, but he had no way to prove it. Because obviously the Death Note is some sort of like, it's not a regular thing, you know? He also had no one else to suspect, which isn't a good way to run an investigation, in my opinion. It's not genuine. It's more so like, alright, he feels it's this person, and if he doesn't prove it, he's gonna look like a fraud, so he has to keep gunning for it. But I feel like if you got no evidence, you're washed. But I don't blame him as well. He did a good job, and only because we can see that the viewer, that it's Light, it's obviously Light Yagami. We know that. It makes it seem as if L did a better job than he did, but I don't think, like, it's almost an impossible case. He did the best that he could with his hunch, basically. That's how I feel about it. Wolem, bro, you know we don't speak about deaths, bro. Use your brain, bro. But moving on, I think it's more so the fact that Misa was involved. Even though Misa aided him, her involvement screwed Light over. I'm trying to find out where like the turning point was. In my opinion, I don't think L and Nier are like any different. One's not better than the other. They're pretty much as good as each other. The only thing is, Nier has all the evidence that L left behind, so we can't judge him unbiasedly. Like, he's taken on a case that already exists, so you can't judge him without a bias. Because you've already seen L work so hard with the unknown. But so far with what Nier's been doing, like, he's literally as cold as Light. I mean L, sorry. And with Melo's as cold as both of them, but he's too irrational because his emotions come into place. He's not pure calculation, and that causes his downfall a little bit. Solo leveling is peak right now, I'm not gonna lie. Episode 1 was weak as hell. Episode 2 was insane. Episode 3, you've had the juice now, so just invest. And at this point, it's kind of just like, all right, cool. We need to see what happens. I'm not a reader of solo leveling, so I'm kind of just waiting myself. Bro, I've been waiting for you for like 5 days. Obviously, I got unwell, so you can explain your situation and I'll give advice the best I can, bro. Rem, guys like you are so insane, bro. People are just starting the anime the first time they hear about solo leveling, and bro talks about one of the last arcs in the series. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Think. Rem, you have to be insane. People are just starting the series, including me. Do you know what's crazy as well? Every single arc that was hyped up to me has never fulfilled my expectations. Ever. It's never fulfilled my expectations. Every single arc here, everybody said, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. Has never left me satisfied. And it actually gets me mad. There's not one arc in anime where someone told me it was so cold and it was actually cold. There's not one. As in like as cold as they gassed it up, obviously. Never. The closest thing is probably because people hyped it too much. It's not that, because if it was actually that good, it would meet my expectations. Shibuya did not hit, bro. People were saying Shibuya's better than like every arc in Naruto. Shibuya's like the coldest shonen arc ever. Like, people were gassing it. People were saying it's the greatest thing of all time. Oh my god, Shibuya District arc. Just wait till it gets animated. Shibuya's cold. Bro, it wasn't that. It was tough. But come on, man. Talking about the best thing ever. It was so overhyped. It's probably not even the best arc in JJK, which is what stinks. It's not even the best arc in the series. That's what's so crazy about Shibuya, bro. How is it not even the best arc in your series and you're talking about it like that, man? Getting me so angry. The JJK Glazers went too far. They went too far. And people saying because of Shibuya, Yuji, Nobara, and Megami are better than Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. I almost forgot her name. And like, it's just no. You feel me? It's just no. It's just no. The JJK Glazers, they went too far. I'm trying to think of another arc that was gassed up to me that just did not hit. Most arcs I've seen before someone put me on. Can I clear this with no deaths? Yeah, I can. Oh crap, I'm not gonna finish in time. 25 timer counts. I bet 1,000 Year Blood War arc doesn't hit that much. I feel like 1,000 Year Blood War arc isn't that great. Surely someone hyped Wano up to me and oh, Wano, oh, Wano is a flop. Wano is a flop. Oh my days. Wano is a flop, Jeff. Oh my days. In hindsight, it's actually irritated me. It's actually irritated me. As in the anime. The manga, calm. The manga is calm. But even then, there's still flaws about it. Wano is a flop. Kaido, who's supposedly meant to be the strongest creature in the verse, yeah? The strongest creature in the verse is getting no diff by Luffy, who's also on life support. Bear in mind, he does not feel antagonistic at all. He's literally just strong. There's no villain nature to him, even though he's just strong. He's just there. He's just there because he doesn't actually want to fight. He wants to die. So the hype of having such a strong character to not even be super aggressive, it's kind of a letdown. But not just that. Let's talk about Gear 5. Gear 5, the edgelord of anime. You get to the episode where Gear 5 happens, yeah? And you're watching a TikTok replay 3 times in one episode. Oh lord. Oh lord. But not just that. Fraud Mom. Why is Big Mom not actually OP? The same Eustace kid that got one tapped a couple episodes later is just banging on Big Mom. No! And why is Luffy dying 5 times? And just conveniently, Gear 5 activates on the 5th KO. And then just to put the icing on the cake, Oda said, they're not gonna like me if I just make Luffy defeat another antagonist with a big punch. Every arc, he just beats them with a big punch. Every time. Gomi Gomi no, big punch, ah! He said, I gotta do something different. But what did he do? Just created another big punch. He just made it bigger, in fact. He just made it bigger. He literally just made the punch bigger than the island. He just ended up doing another big punch. Like, man. It had so much potential. And he still did do super well with Wano. But it wasn't as good as people made it out. The 4th Great Ninja War arc. 4th Great Ninja War arc has... It has... Kishimoto was bricking in that arc. But it wasn't hyped up to me because I was watching it weekly. So I can't use that as an example. I can't use that as an example because it wasn't hyped up to me. But like, there's a lot of flops in the 4th Great Ninja War arc, undeniably. Let's talk about the end. How we were getting to the end of the arc, and Kishimoto realized, I haven't killed anyone yet. It's a whole war arc and nobody's died except the reanimations. I got to take somebody out. Damn. Let's just choose that person. You know, just that person for the sake of it. You know, we might as well. For no reason. You have a whole war arc and nobody's died. Cold. And then you just take someone out in some silly way. That already ruined it. I don't even know what I'm doing on this game. I'm just here. Of course I'm gonna record the diamond stuff. Jeff, what about that? I watched it. I was watching it weekly. Jeff. It wasn't hyped up to me. And that's just a fight. There's no like... You didn't even mention the arc. That's just a fight. I was an avid Boruto consumer until I finished the Kawaki arc and they forced us into filler again. I will always stand on the hill that Boruto's actual core storyline is actually amazing. Too bad there's filler. Zarko, what's good, bro? Insane long range ultimate. Zarko, I recovered in 2 days, bro. I've got insane healing speeds. My healing speeds are unmatched. Should have switched into 4Q. Oh my god, he didn't attack me there. Oh my god, no. Assad, appreciate you, bro. Do you know what arc was hyped up to me that actually met my expectations? Sorry. I forgot about Peak. You see when people said, yeah, wait till season 2 of Vinland Saga, because Vinland Saga season 1 was great. I think that's the only anime where it actually hit my expectations, because I didn't know what to expect. And very often when animes change their whole direction, it's gonna brick. If an anime goes from this and they switch the whole series to something else, it usually 9 times out of 10 it's not hitting, because it's like, why would you change your whole series? But Farmland Saga was amazing. Demon Slayer 3rd season, that's the worst one. That's unironically the worst one. It just felt like BS. I'm not gonna lie. The whole arc was some BS just for the sun to be devoured. That's all it need. That's all the arc was for. It was just a placeholder for the sun to get devoured. That's all it was. Season 3 was the worst arc. But it wasn't hyped up to me as well. It wasn't hyped up either. So like, I'm glad it wasn't. The 3rd season was the Swordsmith Village. Season 1 was obviously season 1. Season 2 was the Entertainment District. And then... season 2, it was this Entertainment District, but there's the movie in between it that everybody knows, you know. Jeff, you're just mentioning arcs for the sake of mentioning arcs now. I watched Sword Art Online when I was 14. Nobody told me about that. Jeff, Sword Art Online came out in like bro, like, look at when it came out and then look at the possibility of me watching it. Bear in mind, I've watched most things. Let me think of something that, like, I didn't know was gonna go a certain way, and it was actually pretty good. Dragon Ball Super was tough, not because of the storyline though. You know, Dragon Ball Super does what Super does best. You know, it was just fights. You know, I didn't know Vegeta was gonna come back. So when I watched it, I was like, whoa, this means something to me, man. I didn't know. I had no idea. I was watching it. I was like, yo, they're fusing again. Yes. I had no idea when I was watching Super. I didn't know that Trunks was in the future arc. I didn't know about Jiren. I didn't know nothing. I watched the whole of DBS here from episode 1 all the way to basically the whole thing. When I was watching Super, I was kind of fresh to the internet. Like, the internet's opinion never swayed me, so it was like a very good non-influenced watch, you know. I watched it without the influence of the internet telling me stuff, and I was just like enjoying it the whole way through. Two more times, damn. I wouldn't say Tokyo Revengers was hyped up to me. It was just like, oh, this is a new anime, I read the manga, you should watch it. It was one of those. But Tokyo Revengers was good. But like, there's just a couple things like Shibuya is actually it's irritated me in terms of, all right, this person's gonna give me an anime recommendation. Oh, this arc is so good, bro. Wait until you get onto that arc. It irritates me, bro. Ooh, I don't read manga, but Blue Lock under 20, you hit my expectations, even exceeded it. People were telling me, yeah, Blue Lock's the best. Blue Lock under 20 arc, coldest sports arc in ever. I'm not gonna lie, they got it. They got it. They got it. I didn't believe it until I read it. I didn't read it until I read it. I didn't believe it until I read it. Blue Lock under 20, best arc in sports anime, high key. And I don't read anything, so you guys know if I read it and it's good, like, it's pretty good. I don't read nothing. But Blue Lock under 20, they got some sauce, man. Serious sauce in that anime, bro. In that manga. Am I gonna get in and out? As in the food place? Whatever's in the area, Thanos. Yeah, Blue Lock's getting a movie, but it's based on season 1. So like, imagine, yeah, they said, oh, we're doing a Dragon Ball Super spin-off, but it's from Vegeta's POV, you know? Like, that's basically what they're doing. What does this do? Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man's the biggest letdown I've had in the last 10 years. Serious mid. Serious mid. If we're having a mid off and you put Chainsaw Man in front of me, you got it, bro. You got it, bro. CSM season 1, that stinks. Get that out of here. I never want to hear that. First of all, okay, let's talk about the appearances. People were making it out like Makima in Chainsaw Man had the biggest cheeks I've ever seen in any anime manga, bro. They were making it out like she was Lord of Bust. Like, they were gassing it. I was thinking, yeah? Fan service in CSM? Woo! Fan service in CSM, yeah, let's go. We about to lock in on the fan service, chat. We about to lock in on the fan service, chat. We about to lock in. And that's what I was thinking. I was not, they lied. The fan arts were all scamming. They lied. The fan arts were deceiving. I don't know what perception they have of Makima in it, because personally, I don't even care. I don't even care if, like, but it's the fact that they lied. The Makima's PR team is insane, because why are they making her look like the queen of BBLs? Yeah, Shardu, I'm not. I'm cooked. Oh, any red units? H1, good shout, bro. I didn't see that. My illness. I haven't read the One Punch Man manga, but from what every time I hear about the manga, nobody talks about the writing. They just say Garo, Saitama, and everything else doesn't get mentioned. So that already gives me a bad like perception, because when the anime, when the manga is kind of mediocre, they just talk about one thing. That's what every manga fan base does. They just talk about one thing if the manga's kind of mediocre. That's what always happens. So it doesn't give me like the best, you know, I'm not sure how to feel about that. Like, bro, when people talk about Super, it's only the power-ups. So that doesn't give me a good feeling about the writing. Not saying the writing is going to be bad, but it's not going to be anything great. That's how I feel about it. From my unknowing, from the unknowing. I can only judge from the unknowing. So I can't say it as a fact, but if I was going to assume, the writing shouldn't be supernatural, anything wow. It should just be at best good, and then the power-ups is really what's getting people. That's what I'm assuming. When people were talking about Shibuya, people were gassing it beyond belief, saying the best fights ever. People were saying, oh, do you see when Sukuna versus Maruga happened? People were saying there's gonna be better fights than that, and there just wasn't. There just wasn't. So Yeah, the same with Boruto. I'll be real. But I was watching Boruto weekly, so I can't really talk. Ambrosini's, I'm trying to type what I want to say, but it doesn't show in the chat. Message me on Twitter or something, and I'll read it there, Ambrosini, and then message when you have done it. No, Delhi, obviously, but like sometimes it's unavoidable, and especially because I'm a content creator, bro. Like, it's not easy for me to avoid anything. I literally come on stream and somebody's gonna say, oh, did you see those 7 people that died in the new episode of My Girlfriend's Really a Teleporter? Bro, like, I just started the stream, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, and then someone's gonna tell me, oh, just wait until she becomes a microwave, bro. Just wait until she becomes a microwave, bro. In the next arc, bro, it's gonna be the best. Like, I just got on stream, bro. Like, I can't avoid these opinions. I can't. Shardor was doing it to me every single week with JJK. Oh, watch the new JJK episode, bro. It's hype. Oh, bro, did you watch the new JJK episode? Like, I can't breathe. I can't even form my own opinion. I just get cooked immediately. He was doing it to me every week. Every week. He'd be like, oh, every episode, oh, the new JJK episode was peak, bro. And it was like, it was a good episode. It was a good episode, you know? And then what makes it worse, yeah? Because people can't, like, I think naturally you want to defend something that you find enjoyable. So when I give an opinion where it's like, oh, that makes sense, yeah, but he didn't find it as hype as I did, they'd be like, yeah, I gotta spoil him now, or I gotta make him anticipate something that's coming up. So like, I don't know. Let's say you're JJK, yeah, because this is something everyone's seen, yeah. If I was to say Shibuya's mid, which I don't actually think is mid, right? They'll be like, oh, but wait till Gojo says, nah, I'd win. Just wait, bro. Just wait, bro. Just wait. And then if that doesn't work, they'll get the next best thing. They'll get the next best thing and the next best thing. They're gonna keep spoiling me until I have a crazy reaction. And even if I have a crazy reaction, I'm still gonna get spoiled because it's like, yeah, I need to keep him on this. I need to keep him on this adrenaline. I need to keep him cooking. It's actually an addiction. It's actually an addiction. The only reason I haven't transformed with Beast is because I'm abusing UVB out of my bias. I didn't even realize. Don't bring up the under 20 arc around Shido. I mean Iad, because it's Shido, bro. Don't bring it up around him. You won't be able to leave, bro. You'll see veins popping out his neck and his head. He's not gonna let you leave, bro. There's certain arcs you can't bring up around certain people, bro. He's gonna start foaming from the mouth, bro, because he needs to gas it up. He needs to gas it up. There's some arcs here you can't bring up around certain people. Like, I know certain people will die for certain arcs. Like, if you ask me, yeah, if you ask me what my arc is, don't bring up Return to Shiganshina around me, because I'm gonna then have to explain why it's the greatest thing we've ever seen in fiction. And like, I'm not letting you leave until you accept it. Because it is. Because it actually is. Because it actually is. Bro, this is a it's not even a spoiler, yeah. But Blue Lock is so funny to me because the whole series would basically get sliced in half if Itoshi Sei just gives Rin a hug. Based on the anime as well. If Itoshi Sei just gives Rin a hug, the series gets sliced in half. Straight up like that. People will stop evolving, and then the whole series is cooked. Abrasini, I'm gonna check my Twitter because your tweets, your messages might not be popping up. Let me check my DMs. I don't know what jargon is. I finally got to the last stage. Bro, there's no good blues, bro. Where are the blues at? Oh, it's a... I think I've heard of it, actually. Now that you said that, I think I've heard of it. I don't know anything about it, though, but the name has popped up. Like, it's not the first time somebody's mentioned it to me. What anime is my favorite arc from? Attack on Titan. H1, that's that revenge anime, no? I've got it on my bookmarks. I ain't tapped in. It's been in my bookmarks for 8 months. I think it's that revenge anime. I mean manga. Nah, yeah. I'm not even gonna say anything actually. It's heavy on woman assault. I know the anime nerds are gonna say that's peak immediately. Sakamoto Days. Everyone's been saying Sakamoto Days is the next big drop. Is that the truth? People are saying like, do you see how JJK started blowing up? Sakamoto Days is gonna become like mainstream. Is that the truth? Should I invest? What happened to Kagurabashi? It's still doing pretty good. It's just not a meme anymore. The manga is actually pretty good, and the author's actually making a good living off of it, from my knowledge. Like, people actually gave it a chance and realized, oh crap, this is actually a decent read. I read the first 2 chapters, so I know it's actually solid. Oh my gosh, the minute I charge, he sends a blast attack. Which selection did I prefer? First selection was some plot armor. Second selection was like the best showcase of football in Blue Lock, in my opinion. Actual football. Still some plot armor, but not too much. I think second selection is what I'm thinking of. No, I think it's third selection. No, it's second selection. It's second selection. Second selection is cold. Because there's actually no way beyond heaven and hell that Isagi's team should have beat Nagi's team in the first selection. It just shouldn't have happened. They want some BS, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And the mangaka knows it too. The mangaka knows it too. There was no way they beat that superhero ass team. Someone check if Ambrosini is still in the stream, please. He said his messages weren't appearing, so... Hydro, what's good, bro? Message me on Twitter, bro. If you... Oh, crap, am I gonna clear this? Message me on Twitter what you want to say, and I'll reply to it on Twitter. I ain't got nothing on Twitter, bro. Finally, I can step into PvP, bro. You replied to one of my tweets. Oh no, that's public, but cool. Okay. This is Ambrosini here. Your girlfriend surprisingly agreed to a threesome, and after it happened, I think she's into girls now. What should I do? It's over, buddy. Your life's over. You just signed the contract. You basically sold your soul. It's over, buddy. Damn. You've been trying to message me for 5 days just to tell me that you sold your soul. Damn. Like, yeah, you're cooked, bro. You're cooked, bro. You basically said you can have half my heart and you can step with it. That's basically what you said. That's basically what you said. That's actually what you said. Shout out T-Banks. That's my guy. That's actually insane. That's actually insane. Ambrosini, did she ask for it or did you ask for it? Did you request it or did she request it? That's my first question, actually. Answer my question. I need my question answered. I can't I need to know who requested it. Because from the way you worded it, it said that she agreed, so you requested it. She just surprisingly asked. I knew it. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Break up with her. Delete everything. It's over for you. It's over, bro. It's over, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's over. You're cooked. You're so cooked, bro. You're so cooked. Because if she suggests that, that means she had somebody else in her mind before she even asked you. And she only asked you so that she can get away with it. So now that you've accepted, you accepted because she surprisingly asked, and you were like, oh, it's kind of cool, and now she's kind of into girls. It opens that door for her to do things, or at least think about other people, but openly. She doesn't have to feel guilty about it. People asking for a threesome is the way to absolve their guilt of them cheating. So you're cooked. It's over for you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even trolling you. Because why is she thinking about somebody else? It's over for you. I'm not gonna lie. Very rarely do people that have threesomes succeed in life. Like their relationship goes on smoothly. It's over for you. It's actually over for you, bro. Charge that to the game, bro. Good character development though. Good character development. I'm not gonna lie, I know your heart's pumping right now, but it's calm, bro. Because the chat gave you the W advice. You can keep going, bro. You can keep going, bro. Keep running, bro. It's actually insane. Like if she asks you for a threesome, it's over. It's actually over. It should be over immediately. But don't go crazy. Just be like, oh yeah, that's what you're interested in. Okay, find somebody else to have that with, because if she's asking you that, it's already in her mind. She was seeing, bro, God knows she went down the street and Lil Baby was there. Oh my God, his little baby is Dominique. She's saying the government name is Dominique. Yo. So the advice is to leave her. Yes, because if she's openly gonna be into other people, how long do you think it is before it's other men? Because women know women, so they're gonna excel between each other maybe more than you. Then what if she needs another man? What if you don't perform one time? You know, not all players have the best game every game. There are some games LeBron doesn't clutch up. The team relying on LeBron. 20 timer counts on the shot clock. He's got the ball. He decides to pump fake and he passes it off. Sometimes he's not a big game player. The confidence isn't always there. But that one time the confidence isn't there, you see the critiques on Twitter. LeBron's a bust. He's not a clutch player. Kobe's the best Laker. It's not LeBron. All of a sudden, they're looking for replacements over one bad performance. But even if you perform the next game, you saw the disloyalty the minute you had one bad performance. Don't try to step up. Just set your boundaries. She's gonna try to gaslight you and say you're not a man because you're not sticking around because of her decision. You need to understand that if you're not comfortable with it, lock it off. Hey, you have to be for real, bro. You have to be for real. If you're comfortable with it, that's you, innit? But all I'm saying is, how long is it until it's another guy? Game is game. Let's get into rank. Bro said I have to have a lot of knowledge for this. I'm not gonna lie. It's weird. It's weird. I had one experience. I'm not gonna say what happened or if it was similar to this situation, but you have one experience with a woman. All of a sudden you unlock your free tomoe. It turns into the Sharingan of your own. It starts twisting. Your eyes start twisting. You start seeing everything. You start seeing everything. You start seeing guys taking L's left, right, center. Even if it's not a situation you've even appeared in yourself. And it's like, ooh, I know ball now. It just happens. Do I recommend coming back to Legends? If you enjoy Legends, come back. If you don't play it. Simple as that. If you're asking someone to come back to Legends, you probably don't like the game that much. And Brasini, and don't do no wild stuff like play into her like, oh, Can I check your phone to see if there's someone? Maybe Zach wasn't right. You have to think about it like this, yeah. The odds, right? The odds are not in your favor. So why would you bet? If it was money on the line, you wouldn't bet. But because it's this girl sweet talking, you're thinking, maybe I should give her a chance, or maybe I should see it through. No. Money's real with you. Women are not. Do you get? $20 is still $20 today. But that girl's a different person tomorrow. Because people change. But again, the odds are just not in your favor. That's all I'm saying. Oh my god, you just reminded me of my story time. You just reminded me of my story time. Thank you. Ambrosini, you clutched up. Ambrosini, you get tempted too easily. Yeah, low XP warrior, bro. Get your XP up, little bro. Bro, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday. So that means, you know, it's double XP weekend coming up. You know, all the girls go to the club on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I know all your boys go out probably. That's not even my cup of tea, but I'm just putting it out there. Even if it's not your type of tea, double XP weekend. If you want to see serious game, just go out to scout. I'm not saying that you have to go out on wild, but like, you know, every weekend is double XP weekend in the clubs. You need to get XP up. You can't just be out here looking like a bum. He's an idiot. Alright, what was my story time? Oh yeah. So I was talking to my friend H, right? If you watch the vlogs, you know. Subscribe to the vlog channel, Zach Infinity. It's in the description. You can do !YouTube as in YT, right? Cool. Anyways, I was talking to my friend H, right? And basically we were having a discussion. We were having a discussion about perspectives, as in male perspectives, and then there's obviously the woman perspective of like situations that you could be in, right? And she was basically trying to force the narrative to say women are logical by nature, but men just don't understand how women work. Now, somebody's already looked at the screen and said, huh? Or screwed their face like, what's she yapping about? You know, what's she talking about? But obviously, it's a discussion about being open-minded, so I had to let her land. I had to let her land. But I dropped the gem, yeah. I dropped the gem to say, obviously I studied media studies, and one of the biggest things you learn in media studies is no matter how bad it is, stereotypes come from somewhere. Even if it was one-off situation, the stereotype had to occur in real life for people to have that perception of it. Do you get? So for example, even if it's a narrative being pushed, it came from somewhere. The general perception of women is that they're emotional. That's a stereotype, but it also applies because it exists for a reason. Basically, that's what you learn in media. That's what I learned. No matter how bad it is, it came from somewhere, so it has some element of truth to it. You're doing media studies for A-levels. Any tips? Oh, I did it because I wanted to sleep, bro. I'm not gonna lie, you might be cooked. I was doing computer science economics. I just needed the third lesson to sleep. Sorry, because that probably to you is like, damn, that's my whole career. But I'm just saying the truth, bro. I ain't got tips for you. I slept the whole year. I grinded the last 2 months and I passed. Anyways, Joe, that's all I can say is I was doing content creation. I was doing YouTube at the time, so naturally I'm good at editing videos and photos. So it's literally going to be done. Like I could clear the whole year in a couple of minutes in terms of the coursework and stuff. So I didn't have to try hard, you know. But like if you're starting from zero, you're just gonna have to grind it out. For me, it was second nature. Besides from the actual topic stuff, that's just revision like any subject. But cool. So then she explained what she explained, yeah, and she basically said the narrative of, oh, I feel like because the stereotype this is what she said, because the stereotype exists that women are emotional, everything gets written off because it's already in a bad environment. So a woman could say something that's perfectly normal, especially on the internet, yeah, but because it's a woman, the messenger is always like judged heavier, if that makes sense. And that happens a lot, but I feel like it still doesn't dispute the fact that in general people might argue that women are emotional. But I'm sure you guys can agree that's actually the case. Like there's a lot of cases where just because it's a woman, people are gonna be like, oh my god, bruh, like you stop yapping, but it's like she could be saying the most sensical thing ever that you've ever heard, but you know how the internet be. Anyways, favorite anime, Death Note right now. But anyways, so she pushed that narrative, yeah, and she was like, oh, men always disagree with women because of the narrative that we're emotional, so we're never able to actually get our points across, not even just in relationships but in general. That's what she said. And I was like, okay. But then I wanted to actually push how serious she was about her point. So I was like to her, no, she said, sometimes you don't have to agree, but you can understand, right? So you can disagree, but you can understand. And I feel like men don't try to, she feels like men don't try to agree. I mean, men don't try to understand because they've already written us what we're saying as emotional. And I said, that could be true. I don't know how he got that rush. I said, that could be true. Oh my God. So I was like to her, because obviously I'm a S tier, I'm a Z tier level gaslighter, right? I'm a top 1 manipulator when I want to be. I don't choose to be, but sometimes I can be if I need to be. So it can play into the fact that I was pushing the narrative that women are emotional, so she was getting cooked. But that's besides the point. So I was like to her, okay, let me give you your ideal scenario. Well, not really your ideal scenario, because your ideal scenario is that men and women can agree in every situation. So I was like to her, let's say there's a scenario that appears where the man has clearly shown you that he understands what you're saying and he disagrees, right? Since it's so simple and logical from a woman's POV, what happens if the man actually understands everything that you've said, but he genuinely disagrees, and you can see that in your ideal scenario, right? That's what I listed to her. And then obviously this was like a conversation. We're not arguing because she's not my girl. This was like a conversation for like maybe 5-10 minutes. And after I said that, yeah, I was like, sit there and genuinely think about what I said. You get your scenario where a man understands you, but he disagrees. Because I know a lot, I know in my head and my heart, a lot of women can't actually comprehend the idea that a man can understand and disagree. They naturally think that, oh, if they disagree, it's because of the narrative, right? So it's kind of like they're playing victim, not intentionally, but like, I don't know how I lost this game, I'll be so real. But like, they've already victimized themselves to think that because the man disagrees, that it's the narrative taking part. But obviously, I'm playing the logical role, thinking I'm him. Hey, odds on me winning this game, chat. Odds of me winning this game. Hold on. I'm not losing to a Gold Freezer user. I'm losing to a Universe Replute user. 99.9% chance. You are losing. Oh! Oh! No! Cold. I sold on that last play. I thought I had endurance still, so I kind of played recklessly. My fault. My fault. I thought I had endurance, so I played a bit reckless. That's my fault. Oh wait, I'm not using the right GT team. Why the hell is Tag 4's on the team? I didn't really... What the hell is Tag 4's doing on the team, bruh? You're not on the team, little bro. Anyways, let me get back to the story. I know it's featured boost, but like, I don't know. I have 2 GT setups. I used the wrong one. I'm also playing with no sound, by the way, but it's okay. So obviously I listed out the scenario where she said things men and women could get along because women are logical, given that you can understand but disagree. Tell me why the minute I said what happens then, she sat there in silence for like 3 seconds, and then she was like, she brought out the trap card, you know, the card you can't beat. But as a man, after I said the guy understands and he disagrees, what do you do then? Because clearly if it's logical, that should be allowed. Then she said no, but as a man. Oh, I said, yeah, cold. That's actually all I could say. She said, but as a man, why don't you just agree with me? That's what she said. Instead of answering my question, just why don't you agree with me? And I didn't say anything back. I just said cold. I was just saying cold because obviously you got it, man. You're the big dub. The big dog. And I was like, well, I didn't say anything. I had, what's this guy doing? I couldn't say anything to that. Like, what do I say to that? What do I say to that? You know? But I was like, at the same time, that's just how society is. But she's aware of that. She's aware of that. The reason why I mess with her is because she's intelligent in ignorance. And this is a hard thing to explain. How am I going to explain this? It's not a chapter, it's data book info. She's intelligent in ignorance. So you know, in society, yeah, no matter how much you argue it, there's some things you just can't get away with. So, for example, something men do, if a woman did it, you'd be able to get away with it, right? But if it was a guy, you're going to jail for 6 months, and then after that, you're probably gonna go for jail for 6 months more just for being a man, right? naturally society works like that. You can't get away with certain things. As much as the narrative is pushed equal rights, there's certain things that you just can't do as a man that women can do, right? But why I rate her is because she knows. It's not like she's an idiot, right? She knows, like, she understood that, alright, cool, what you're saying makes perfect sense, but I'm still gonna finesse it because that's what I can do in society. That's my playing card. There are cards where guys have advantages. For example, in the working field, people feel like men have advantages, of course, to get hired and whatnot, blah, 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 blah. For example, that's just hypothetical. But like in like, how can I say, emotional arguments or debates, she knows what cards she has in her deck. That's why I rate her so much, because she didn't do it because she was losing. She did it because I know she can do it. And then she used that to just kind of like tick me off. That's why I didn't respond to her. But what she didn't know is that I also didn't have an answer to that question. So do you see the question where I was like, if we understand and disagree, what do we do in that scenario? You think I know? You think I know? I haven't got that far in life yet. That's why I can't get married. Because what am I supposed to do? If I understand you and disagree, you're just gonna annoy me. Because why don't you agree with me? That's what, like, I don't even know what to do in that scenario. I actually don't know what to do. I didn't tell her that I didn't know, but I was acting like I knew what I would do, so that. So in the same way, it was like a curse technique battle. In the same way, she used the society technique of having the emotional argument in her playing card. I used the narrative of women being emotional to win, but she didn't know that I was playing that card. So why I couldn't be angry at her was because I also did something that plays against the certain narrative, where she also used the narrative to win. So it was really there like this. We was really there like that. I had no idea how to sort out that situation, because even as logical as men are, if you disagree with me and I understand, yeah, I have no idea what to do after that. But she also had no idea what to do after that. But she knows what cards she can play, and I know what cards I can play. And therefore, not therefore. Lesson of the story is, don't think people don't know what they're doing, because people know what they're doing. Because even in that scenario, I knew what I was doing, but I didn't let her know what she was doing. But she also knew what she was doing, but the only difference is what she did was shown in public light, so we both laughed about it afterwards. You get it? And even though it might not look like it from the outside in, so at the start of this story, I expressed it in a way where it felt like H was very emotional. I got smoked, by the way. But in reality, H was not emotional in the slightest. She was just playing her cards. I baited you man into thinking that, so you man can all play in the narrative. Everybody in the chat that was thinking, oh, H is so emotional, rare H, I saw someone say rare HL. You also played into the narrative because you didn't know how it was going to end. You assumed that she was being emotional, but really and truly it was a high level battle of logic. Because she didn't play that card out of emotion. She played it out of logic, knowing that it would irritate me because she didn't have the answer. But I can't be mad at her because I didn't have the answer either. Do you get? Anyways, you won't see a lot of women like that. So if you think you're gonna go out and have a good conversation with a woman like I just did, you're cooked. You're cooked. You're not. You're not. Oh, Ambrosini, one last thing, yeah. She probably won't let you leave. So, you need to be aware of these 3 signs, yeah. Because I know you're only a Genin and I'm Hokage level, right? I'm not even Hokage level, I lied. I'm really Ambu Black Ops, I haven't made it to the top yet. But you need to watch out for these 3 things, bro. she's gonna blame it on you. She's gonna say, why did you agree? What you need to understand is, for yourself, you agreed, but you wasn't completely comfortable, but you've come to that understanding now. So you need, Christian, take care, by the way. So even though you agreed, it will make you look like the idiot, but as long as you understand and accept that you made a mistake in not showing that you was uncomfortable about it, it's okay. So no matter how she tries to spin the narrative, you need to stand on the ground that you are uncomfortable. You might have not been able to express it at the time, but you're expressing it now, no matter how she tries to spin it. And also, don't try to get her to agree with you. You just need to explain how you feel, and if she feels differently, you let it go. So that's just the first thing. The second thing you need to watch out for is reverse curse techniques. Reverse curse techniques from women are insane. They're super OP. These ones you need to watch out for. All of a sudden, you thought you caught her in a domain, but she caught you. She's the one catching you. Next thing she's gonna be like, oh, then, didn't you have any women in mind when I brought up the threesome because you agreed? Now all of a sudden, you're the one that had it on your mind. Maybe you've got women on your mind. Now you're trying to break it off. Do you see how that reversed? It was you that was thinking, like, she set you up, but now all of a sudden, it's you that has women on your mind, and you're the one that's breaking up because you're the sus one. Bro, it's crazy how they'll be able to do it. You won't believe it's possible, but she can reverse it like that. In a matter of seconds, you're cooked. And the thing with this is, it will happen in a matter of seconds, and you won't be able to build your argument. So if it's a court case, right, you have time to build your case, look at the evidence that's presented to you, and whatnot. But in mid argument or mid debate or explaining, you won't have the time to do all that. This green card's about to hit. King Kevin, it was a scenario that Ambrosini's going through. So like, if you join just now, you won't really get. But Ambrosini, that's the second thing. Watch out for the reversed curse technique. That one is crazy. She's gonna spin the narrative to say that you're the one that wants to break it off now because you potentially found somebody. And that's literally the worst thing that could happen to you. I need to watch out for a rise and rush. If I lose UVB, I potentially lose the game. Ninja Plays, what's good, bro? The third thing you need to watch out for is getting the last word. The last word is not important. I promise you. Oh, I just said I need to watch out for a rush, and look what I do. If she always tries to say something to draw you back, you need to understand you have no enemies and walk away. End the conversation. Don't reply. Let her talk to herself. It's very hard, but you need to unlock that strength. If you do that, you can go from Genin to Ambu Black Ops in one night. They will always try to say something so you can come back and express your emotions, which are just super insane. So just hold your pride, let her have the last word, and get out of there. That's the three things that I would say watch out for. The manipulation tactics, reverse curse technique, and the last word technique. The last word technique has gotten so many men. Too many, in fact. I'm immune to last word technique. It doesn't work on me. Anyways, how long have I been streaming? Almost 2 hours. How's you guys' day been, bruh? Wednesday. You made it halfway through the week. You probably feel good, no? I've scared you. I mean, you use your own logic and assess whether I've said anything wrong. It's the reality, the horizon you couldn't see over. But just to put out there, not all women are evil. So that's like, in my experience of women that I've met, if I've met 100 women, maybe 12% of them were actually good people. Like genuinely, from speaking to them and understanding how they treat men and etc., maybe 12% of them were actually good people. The rest of them manipulate, use men to their advantage, consumers. Dead ass. But that's just my experience. Not like one-to-one, but like I'm talking like it could be just my friends as well. If you asked me what percentage of guys that I've met are good people, let's say I've met 100 guys, right? Why that low? Because the women I've met are just bad people? Like, what do you want me to say? It's just my experience. If you ask the guys, 100% of the guys were good people, and then they had one bad experience with a woman, and then they became supervillains. I don't know why every guy has that story, but literally every guy I know, 100% of them were good people, and then they became bad people due to one experience. And that's as bad because the guys have stopped working to improve themselves. From the guys I know, they just like, game is game, we're all villains, we're all bad people, I'm gonna be the villain in someone's story, you know? So they just accept it and they don't work on themselves. What's the narrative? Hurt people hurt people? Yeah. Good thing about stream is your POV. I might not agree, but you got some good points. I think that's the best way to have a discussion, because if your points genuinely make sense, even if somebody disagrees with you, it will open up their mind at the bare minimum. But a lot of people just say rubbish, you know? Ambrosini, no worries, bro. Good luck. Just smoked him. Oh, I was meant to switch, but I jammed. I might stream while I'm in LA, by the way. I set up my laptop, but I don't know if my laptop can handle it. But it won't be regular times. Hey, Matty, have a good night, bro. I think in this time it's better to have 2 or 1 really good friends rather than many casual ones. I have 2 good friends that I speak to every day. I have like 5 friends that I don't speak to. I might speak to them maybe 3 times a year, but like I can trust them with my life. And then I have like, oh, the number of my female friends have dropped to literally 1, which is tragic. No, not 1. Well, female friends I can trust, it's 1 that I actually speak to. Before it was like 4, and it just keeps declining because, like I say, women are not good people. Well, in my experience, they're not good people. This guy's trying to make a comeback. Yes, I need to test stream. I forgot. Damn, I need to test stream. I need to test stream on my phone. Two female friends. I jammed. I forgot about someone. Tragic. Yeah, I'm still going to the battle hour. You think UVB is killing from 1.1 million? Place your bets right now. I've never streamed on my phone before, so I don't know if it's gonna be good or whatnot. That's why I needed to test it. He did not kill. Put some respect on GOKU, bro. DBR enjoy it with the I thought it said 12 months, 2 months. When exactly am I going? When I'm there, you'll know. I'm not gonna say when exactly I'm going, but when I'm there, you will know. I got some stuff I need to do. I'm just trying to get to the next battle rank, and then I'm gonna call this stream a night. I literally have like 2 friends I talk to consistently, and even then, not really like once or twice a week, but in general like 12 friends from another country. What questions do I have for Toshi? I don't have any questions, to be honest. Oh, I do actually. I'm gonna ask him, does he know why there's a 20k CC cap for the exchange shop when there's not one for the actual shop? Because that doesn't make sense to me. It's really restricting for free-to-play players when I feel like there's really no reason to. I think that's my biggest question. Every other question is gonna be like more biased, like, oh, when is everyone's gonna ask like biased questions, and I really like, I don't want to ask him anything biased. Like, when is Blue VB getting a plat? When is GB getting a Zenkai? Like, he probably won't have answers for that, but like the CC cap, I feel like he should have an answer for it. I want to ask him questions where he can definitely answer it from a kind of developer standpoint, straight up. No like possible, or it's in the works, or maybe you should see it, you know. I want to ask him something that I'm guaranteed to get a good answer from. Oh, 1%. I'm glad I checked my battery. Will the new character for part 2 be revealed tomorrow at Battle Hour? Battle Hour isn't tomorrow. Battle Hour's on the 28th for the Dragon Ball stuff. Did I get cover note even though I didn't hit him? I did. You plan on getting every ultra, is that a good idea? If you're doing it for collector's purposes, go ahead, but the odds of you actually being able to collect every ultra, especially if you're free to play, is super low. Like, it's ridiculously low. I have to stop letting my phone die. I mean, I do. But I I don't like charging my phone unless I need to. I feel like if my phone's not actually super low, I shouldn't charge it. Because then you're just like putting juice into your phone where it's not really getting fulfilled. Maybe that makes sense, maybe it doesn't. I might just be an idiot for saying that. Am I summoning for USJ? Nah, I don't care about him. I never did. You really rushed me? Damn. Mike, it's more like the 10th, but it happens so often. Shardul, you haven't bought one membership, but you got 6 months. Bro, been getting gifted back to back to back. That's actually a W. If I win this game, which I most likely will, strike cancel of death. If that's not a blue card, it's over. Have I ever played Vice City? I'm playing it on my second channel, Rain, right now. I just had to put a pause on it because of the festival stuff, and right now is the battle hour stuff, but when I get back, I'll continue playing it. Bruno, I'm good, bro. Is GT a top 3 team? 56% say yes. Interesting. If you go on my channel, Rain, Zach X, that channel there, I'm playing it. But I was taking my time with it because I'm also doing like the vigilante missions and the pizza delivery missions and all of that. If GT isn't top 3, what is? Saiyans, movies, and what? Some fam, correct. Correct. What about top 5? GT is top 5. Uni reps in GT. Alright. Thank you guys for the top 5. I'm about to make a video. Hey, this cut is clean. I should go to the barbers more often, bro. I go like once every 2 months. I need to start going consistently, bro. I might actually get somewhere in my life, bro. I'm telling you guys, #1 tip, if you feel depressed, go barbers. If you feel sad, just, mom, can I have $20? Inflation. Mom, can I have like $40? Just go get a haircut, bro. I'm telling you. You might think it does nothing, yeah? People be like, oh, you're feeling down. Do some exercise, go to the gym. No. Get a haircut. Get a haircut, bro. If you are not happy, get a haircut, bro. I'm telling you, if the haircut is 10 out of 10, you're gonna feel amazing. Bro, the barbers be taxing nowadays. How do I convince African parents to get locks? You don't ask, you do it. And then you face the consequences of being slandered for the next 3 years. It's fine. Every African who has locks in their household or like long hair, they just have self-confidence in themselves. They don't live by their parents' mean. If you're a parent pleaser, you're gonna be chained for your whole life, and you only live to the means of your parents, which isn't what you should do with your life, in my opinion. Some parents are very successful, so they know what's best, but not every parent has had the experience that you have in this. Well, I'm assuming you're in a first world country. I'm in the UK, so they obviously haven't lived this life, you know? Just do what you need to do. In some regard, most times your parents are correct, but like with things like hairstyle, if it's something that you really want, like just do it. How much do I pay? Retwist like 50, haircut like 25. 75 just to get the hair done. That's why I don't do it. I'll be trying to raise my morale, and my morale will go down because I have to spend money. But yeah, good stream, I guess. Retwists are expensive though, unless you have someone to do it for free. $75 isn't crazy, I know it's not. It does feel like it is, but it's not. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I need to record a showcase. I'm gonna do... Would you guys want to see a Super Vegito showcase? Not USV, LLSV. That's not looking too convincing. Guy saying sure, not yes. I'll use him anyways. I'll record a SV and GB showcase. I think people like to see GB. GB is always a nice showcase. Yellow GB. That guy's his teeth. Why is everything he does so clean? Wait, let me show you the team I'm gonna make. So this is the team I'm gonna run. How about USG? Haha. Joke's on you. I've already done that. I did that this morning. I'm gonna post it. I don't know when I'm gonna post it. I'm not editing that tonight. That is long. What's a good team for GB? Do you know what team's been working very well no matter what I run? Saiyans. So I run these three, right? That doesn't even work because of the way this works. You think it's insane to run double yellow? Do you think it's insane to run double yellow? Am I cooked if I run double yellow? Oh, there's no music playing. Oh, because I closed it. On the Hudson, you're new. Welcome to the stream, bro. Even though it's about to end. Pray beast don't show up. You know the minute I use double yellow, you're gonna show up, bro. There's no, like, blue god key character that I can use to cover. VB sucks. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Evan, let's do it. This team feels like it stinks. Because it does. I'll figure it out, man. Alright, I'm gonna end. I'm gonna end because I can't hang around forever. It's already 11 and I have a lot to do. So I appreciate you guys for coming through, bruh. February we going hard. February we going hard. Right now we're in early stages, but February we go hard. February we go hard, bruh. I've been lazy this month. 2024 starts in February, bro. 2024 starts in February. Can you build a fusion team without the new G4? Yeah, run UVB, PyCon, and Gogeta, and who's the third? Who the hell's on Fusion Warriors? There's somebody on Fusion Warriors, I'm just forgetting. You can use the green Super Gogeta on Gotenks. Gotenks UGB, they exist as well. Don't use the green Super Gogeta because Gotenks and UGB are better. Alright, take care, you guys. I will be there. I'll be back sometime soon, hopefully, man. Bye, guys.